So when it comes to Gran Turismo, we're very often talking about the online racing. We're talking about the daily races, the cars, the racetracks, more often than not the dirty driving. But in this one, we're actually going to be discussing balance of power. So whenever there's a new Gran Turismo update, they always try and have a fix for the balance of power between the cars on the game. They're always trying to bring the cars a little bit closer to each other so that no matter which car we choose in a daily race, we can be quick, we can be comfortable in the car, and we can have some good battles. But that is not always the case, and more often than not, it is not the case. We've had basically 2 years now of Gran Turismo, and every single week, more or less, we have a car that is the quickest car, and everything else is pretty naff, especially in terms of lap time. And it's exactly the same this week, or last week now, when we watch this for Brands Hatch. We've got the Group 4s at Brands Hatch, one of my favourite tracks. But if you're not racing in the Renault Megane, or the Renault Megane Trophy, you're actually going to be struggling. And we tried to race in the Lexus RCF. We had a couple of decent results, and if you're pretty fortunate in the way that traffic falls, you might be able to bag yourself a couple of good results. But anything other than those two cars seemed to really be a struggle. So in this one, we tried to beat the Renault Megane Trophy as best we could. Back in the Lexus then, how well can this hold up against basically majority grid, except for the Cayman? I think the rest of the grid there, looking at it, is all in the Renault. The Lexus is standing out on the track. I tell you what would have made this race, actually. The only thing missing is a bit of rain. Some unpredictable weather that will change every race. That is what we've been asking for 2 years now on Gran Turismo. We've only had it a couple of times. It would have made the whole race at Brands, I'll tell you that much. Right, we're right on the back of this guy. The Renault here. The sort of first sector or two, the Lexus definitely stronger than the Renault. Oh, you nearly puts it on the grass there. Oh, shoo, so do I. Almost. Nearly get a bit of contact from this Renault behind. And now this guy is 1 second clear, pretty much, of me in P2. Right, it's this half of the track where the Renault is now better. It's interesting watching that guy's line. He's all the way to the side of the track, like right or left wheels on the grass, really using all of the track limits. .7, 1.6. Right, now we're talking. Come on, getting into the flow again. Go, go, go. Come on. 1.6, 1.5. 1.4, getting better. We're going to start closing, and then we're going to probably pit, I would have thought. Only worry is coming out into a little bit of traffic, but we've got to, in this car, pit middle of the race, because you do need to do 2 sets of tyres. Or it is quicker to do 2 sets of tyres in the Lexus. We're closing now, though. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. So yeah, probably pit this lap now. Now that we've closed this gap back up. Don't want to now lose time trying to get past him for the sake of one more lap. Pretty smooth entry into the pits there, not too bad. Do not refuel. Go. Right, luckily we come out into a nice gap here as well. Literally only 10 seconds lost in that pit stop. which is just crazy to think. So quick. Gap down to 10.8, 10.7. Catching a bit of traffic now though. Right, need to get past this guy now. It's going to start costing us time. Oh, really try to prioritise exit there. Didn't quite work. Unless I can just get to the inside in time here. I'm going to go for it. No! Sorry, buddy. Hold on to the position. My bad. Right, if we manage to get the race win now, that will be some miracle. That we've just cost ourselves a lot of time making that mistake, giving the position back. Losing a load of time trying to fight with this guy here. I think Flynn's going to come out with a couple of seconds to spare. Definitely always produces good racing, 100%. Oh! Oh, right on the apex. That's not what you want. That is not what you want. That's a worry, that though. If that's if that was the guy potentially for P3, obviously these guys are going to come out when they pit well ahead. Actually going to drop down to the podium now, or to P3, unless I can absolutely fly this lap. Which is not going to happen. And close 3 seconds on the race leader. Yeah, they come out of the pits. Oh, P2. And as I say, P1 is going to be flying with 4 seconds to spare there. So it's a chase for P2, which is where we started. Come on! "12 consecutive race wins on this combo." Yeah, the Jag was always awesome around here, actually, wasn't it? I don't know how good it'll be after the new update, judging by the fact that no one's in it. I'm going to suspect probably not that great, sadly. Like, race-wise, the Jag's never been that great around here, which I've always found... or race-wise in general, sorry, the Jag's never been that great on Gran Turismo, which I find to be a bit of a shame, to be honest. We race to the line for P2, we're just going to miss out on it. But overall, though, that was a mega race still. Really enjoyed it. That is the biggest lesson for Brands Hatch, is just trying to time your strategy so that you don't get caught up in traffic. And yeah, made sure we give that place back, because we went for the overtake and there was just the littlest bit of contact, which was enough to run him wide, and we cannot get an overtake like that. You've got to race fairly, and that's exactly what we did, which I wish more people would do, but it is Gran Turismo after all. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe for future videos, future episodes, and more content just like this. And while you're down there, make sure you check out our description for links to our merch store to get hold of awesome t-shirts just like this one. Any orders on the merch store goes a long way to supporting channels just like this. I also think the t-shirts look pretty cool, so make sure you grab what you can, and I shall see you in the next episode.